Welcome to the Commissioner's Report. I'm Steve Barnes, and with me today in the studio we have Commissioner of District 2. He likes things that go fast, Commissioner Rick Wilson.
Hey, it's good to be here. It always is.
And also with us we've got Mr. Derek Harpe. He is the Recreation Superintendent with Polk County Parks and Recreation. Thanks for joining us, Derek.
Hey, Steve. Good to be here, bud.
Yeah. So the two of you, longtime Polk residents, born and raised, right?
I was born and raised right here in Bartow, and been here ever since. And that's kind of shocking because they hadn't run me out of here yet. But no, this is my hometown, and I love it. And you know, this is a great county to be in also. So just Bartow's just one of them. We've got a lot of good towns in this county. And
of course, Derek, you come from a legacy of Polk County servants.
Yeah, I've been a lifelong resident of Fort Meade, and just happy to grow family, raise a family here, and then serve in the same capacity as my dad and a couple others. So yeah, it's been a great place for me to grow a family and then enjoy ourselves. Yeah.
Well, one of the things that that residents of Polk County will brag on is the fact that we're the real Polk County, we're the real Florida, right? Mm-hmm. You know, you go east, you go west, you're getting into urban development, things like that, but there are just these beautiful swaths of parks that we have established and set aside that, you know, we're not going to touch. We're going to preserve it. We're going to have the real Florida here in Polk County, and that's been an objective of the county commission for many years, right?
It has. You know, you hear all over the United States, you know, about these great parks. You know, well, a lot of them are just, there's nothing like, our parks are natural. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just the way Florida was.
Right.
And that's what I like about it. Yeah. You know, we put you in the setting that it really is. There's nothing been really changed. There's not a lot of buildings and monuments. Mm-hmm. It's just part of good old Florida and part of good old Polk County.
And you know, we're seeing tremendous growth here in the county, but even with the tremendous growth, it has been an objective and continues to be an objective to make sure that Polk County remains one of those natural preserved places.
It gets harder every day.
Yeah, it does.
When you have the people that are moving here, you know, our numbers now are anywhere between 50 and 60 people a day moving into Polk County. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, the cities are growing, of course, but people are moving out in the, you know, into the country. We have a lot of open space in Polk County, and we gotta be careful. You know, we don't want urban sprawl, and you know, and it's a perfect place to go. I mean, if you want to buy a couple acres of land, put a house on it, but you know, people are buying.
Everybody wants to do that. That's
great, but a lot of people are buying up land and wanting to put hundreds of houses in a very small place. Yeah. So we got to be careful with that. Yeah. But you know, but we do have some great places, just like, you know, we're going to talk about Bone Valley. I mean, that's a place right there that you know, everybody involved in the creation of that is just set aside not what it's doing in RV park. Mm-hmm. It's still a beautiful place. Yeah. I mean, that is Florida. Yeah. You know, it's part phosphate mining back in the day. Mm-hmm. It's still there. It's some beautiful place to be. Yeah. And you know, I'll let Derek get involved in it, but it is where, you know, when you started, you know, like to go fast, you can go out there and go fast if you want to, or you can just ride the trails and see this beautiful place and get out in the you know, the woods, because a lot of people, they don't have this opportunity.
Right.
You know, I've been fortunate. I'm in the cattle business. I've had property, and I have property. But you know, I got woods I can ride around in, but and I've been very blessed by that. But a lot of people don't have that, and it's great just to get out and be able to do something like that.
And a place that is absolutely reserved for it. You're not going to get into a situation where you were riding on a path of somebody you knew and then you ended up on somebody else's private property. Right. Now you're in a legal issue. This park is completely reserved for going out there and having fun. Derek, there's lots of parks throughout the county. You know, you kind of are more on the recreational park end of it, where folks can bring their families. We've got ball fields all over the place. We've got all kinds of places for recreation.
Yeah, the great part about living here is the variety that we have, right? I mean, just take a look at our park system with Polk County, not talking about any of the cities, which have wonderful assets as well, but you talk about, you've got nature parks, you can get out and walk and not see anything, right? Just the birds and be out in nature. Then you've got ball fields. We manage over 120 ball fields around the county. We also have 5 community centers. We have a gun range. We have an ATV park. We have a historic venue. We got boat ramps all over the place. I mean, this is truly, we have a variety of things. And that's one thing we take great pride in, is being able to get people outside and enjoy the wonderful weather and the things we have to do in Florida, and see all the great natural scenery that is truly Central Florida.
Yeah. Let's talk about Bone Valley, because this is kind of, this is a unique park. You know, I mean, you could go to other counties and you can find trails to walk on and things like that, but this is truly unique. You know, it's down here in District 2 of Polk County. There's lots of open space, previous mining land that the county had acquired. Tell us a little bit about this.
And it was like a 15-year journey to get to the opening of the park. I mean, we started looking for property years and years ago. I've been here almost 25 years, and we started shortly after I got here. And it's been a long journey. Mosaic is our partner there. They were the ones that we bought the property from at a very reasonable price, at a very, they're very accommodating, good people that we dealt with. And we were looking for something isolated. We didn't want it around houses and things where the engine noise was going to drive people crazy. So having that southeast side of Polk County, or southwest side of Polk County, it's all mine land, it's all reclaimed mine land, and we're very fortunate to get there. Our nearest neighbors are Mosaic. They own everything around us. So we're not interrupting anybody. We're not creating a noise disturbance and things like that. It is a beautiful, beautiful park, and we tried in the development of this park to keep it as natural as possible. We want it to look like a park when you drive in. It's not a mud ranch. Nothing wrong with those things, or not any of those. It is a park, and it looks like a park, feels like a park.
Now, the park has been kind of built out in phases. Kind of talk about what is currently available and what some of the future plans are.
Sure. So 200 acres that are developed now. That's the original park. We have 13 trails on that. 80%, Commissioner got to see, seen that many times, but most of those trails are built under canopy, so you can ride around in the shade, which is awesome. Yeah. We have 2 hill climb areas. We have a single track trail, which is basically a cross-country motorcycle trail that was developed in conjunction with the Florida Trail Riders Association. And then a couple of years ago, one of our partners, Dream Tracks, who is owned and operated by Jason Baker, a local kid graduating from Bartow High School, builds world-class motocross tracks. He built us a track, a multi-purpose track that accommodates motorcycles, ATVs, side-by-sides. That's the kind of, the gist of it. We also have 2 training areas and things like that as well, but the things that people utilize every day are those trails and that track.
So what equipment do you have to go out there? Do you need anything? Is there rentals? Like, do you have to have your own stuff?
So, when we first opened the park, we did just target people that owned their own ATVs, motorcycles, side-by-sides. But over the last year and a half, we developed a partnership, brought in a rental company, and Revolution Off-Road does our rentals. And you can get through that through our website and theirs as well. But just a tremendous partner. They've been really busy. It's been great out there. That you can rent motorcycles, side-by-sides, or ATVs from them. So it's been a good partnership.
Well, I think that's fantastic, because a lot of times families will own a single ATV or a single side-by-side. That way, they can take their cart out and zip around on it, but then the family can rent a few extra, and they can have fun kind of doing the trails together.
It also changed the way we market it, right? I mean, when we first opened, the first 4 years we were open, we were marketing strictly to people that own ATVs. Right. Now we're marketing to anybody, because you can come out, you don't have to own one. You can come out and rent one from us and enjoy your day. Now,
this was about 200 acres there on the south side of the park. You guys are looking at a new build out now, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had the good fortune just to drive with Commissioner around earlier in the week, just to show him the updated what we're trying to do, and it's an additional 300 acres across the street on the north side of the highway. And I'll let him talk about what he saw out there, but the plans for that is another track that's going to be a motocross track. It's going to be ATV trails, and it's going to have campground as well, which is really exciting to us.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, it's Florida. I mean, beautiful lake. Just the scenery is beautiful, old Florida, and just a lot of room to do a lot of stuff. And that will, with that and what we have now, will be amazing. We're going to put a flyover, what we call it, going over the highway there. So
that's great.
Yeah, and that's a big undertaking. Yeah. But they can go back and forth.
Now, is this for the machines themselves, or
Yeah,
is there a
yeah.
walk path as well, or it's just for the
Just for the machines.
Just for the
machines to
machines, so
cross.
they can cross back and forth without having to get on, on a highway. But it's a beautiful place. It's gonna, it's gonna be something you can keep adding to. How many years did you think it would? I mean, there's so much you can do out there. It's gonna be a long-term project, just like this was on the south side. But it's got what you need there. A lot of room. Another thing I really like is the RV. People can come and stay, and and really enjoy what they do.
Yeah.
And gonna have some big arenas, not arenas, but some bigger buildings where you have certain things out there.
So does that open it up later to tournaments and things like that?
It does, right? It allows us the ability to host, whether it be races or cross-country events, anything like that. Absolutely, it becomes an event destination after we get it built, and that was something that was really attractive to us as well.
And of course, it's right down the road from Stream Song.
Yes.
Or, just I guess it would be east of Stream Song.
As the crow flies, it's not that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's an amazing facility, and it's something that just adds to all the other stuff that we have here in Polk County.
Well, I think we could go on and on talking about all the different park amenities that we have here in Polk County. It really is a gem, but we have limited time here today, so maybe we'll pick up the conversation later.
Absolutely.
Guys, thanks so much
Thank
for
you.
coming in. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you out on the trails.
Hey, it was great being here, and this adds to just another beauty in Polk County, and on our parks and stuff. And we appreciate everything that you do, and Derek.
And thanks a lot.
Yeah, come on out anytime.
Thanks for joining us for this edition of the Commissioner's Report. We'll see you again next time.
Thank you for watching. For more information, go to polk-county.net.